Hey guys, James Wolf here, and today is another episode of Train Simulator 2022. And in front of you, you see something very special. Sorry, let me move that. You see something very special. This is a Tuscan Red 5-stripe GG1. Now, I will say that I am not the greatest fan of the GG1. But, oh my god, I love them in Tuscan Red. When they're in green, I'm a little indifferent to them, but when they're in red, oh my god, they're so beautiful. And the story behind this one is that it got the restoration treatment. Basically what happened was this one, number 4856, got its entire insides and its electric motors and everything. Basically, they took the body off the frame and started fresh. They cast a new frame. They pulled out, or they had built new motors. They put in a new transformer that doesn't have PCBs, and asbestos. God, fucking asbestos. And from the ground up, they rebuilt and restored this GG1 to working condition. And it's going to be an Amtrak Heritage unit. Being pulled behind the GG1 is, if we walk down the platform, we'll ignore him. We have Amfleet cars. How many Amfleet cars, you may ask? In total, there are 17 Amfleet cars and 1 cafe car, making a total of 18 cars. Yeah, the end of this train is well outside the station. But Amtrak's rule for that for this train at least is just pile in one of the cars on the platform and just work your way back. You'll be fine. So yeah, they paid to have a GG1 get restored because it was because Amtrak did technically use GG1s. They were done up in Amtrak livery and everything, and this one will be painted that later down the road. It will receive a new road number as well, but right now they wanted to restore it to when it was working for the Pensy. So I have been tasked with taking us from 30th Street Station here in Philadelphia. Sorry, I'm moving over so I don't hit the window. Yep. Really? Is that all it goes forward? Jeez. Anyway, I have been tasked with bringing this GG1 here from Philadelphia to Penn Station in New York for the morning commute. Now, with that being said, we gotta clunk that forward. Actually, I do want to pull out of the station just a little bit so that a few more people can load on. So this is now running on, this GG1 is now running on modern corridor power. There are no weird clunky converters or anything. It's all just Just let people get loaded on. And then let's give old Red the throttle and race down the right of way. Clunk. Give him about 50% throttle. But yes, this GG1 will eventually receive a Phase 1 Amtrak livery, and while it won't replace the Acela, it will sit alongside the Acela as a slightly higher end version of the commute for people who want to experience nostalgia or something along that line, because Amtrak wants to get their money's worth out of it at least. But yeah, they're using modern Airfleet cars, so I don't know how they're gonna market it as a nostalgia thing unless they bring back old Amfleet cars. Just waiting to see our tail clear. Why do I feel like I'm standing and not actually sitting? Do you want to turn on the headlight? And never mind. Oh shit. Gotta follow Amtrak rules because they're my boss. Sorry, I bumped my bike. Ugh, the GG1 in Tuscan Red. I don't know why Dovetail Games didn't sell this as an actual add-on. This I had to actually track down, and I kind of wish I could renumber it. Oh shit! Like, because I genuinely wanted to renumber it as 4877. Whose nickname is actually Old Big Red, because when he was restored for NJ Transit in the 90s, I want to say the 90s. I am more than willing to be corrected on that. Just I would love to see one of these things run again. Seems like they've done some work to the NEC, to this portion of the NEC at least, so that it, doesn't look nearly as broken as it did. Yeah, because once the GG1 gets going, it has no problem whatsoever. Yeah, I'm speeding. There we go. The limit increased. Oh, broken section. But yeah, once the GG1 gets going, it has no problem whatsoever just moving down the line. I'm pretty sure if I stuck 2 or 3 of these things together, I could haul the I believe my ultimate test for an engine is how many does it take to pull 145 freight cars or double stacked container cars? Because for Challenger or for Big Boy, it's 1 over Sherman Hill unassisted. I've done it. It's beautiful. And not only did I do it, I did it at track speed. I didn't do it at 15 miles. No, I did it at track speed. To be fair, I was going from Laramie to Cheyenne, so the grade was kind of in my favor, but still, I did it. Yeah, see? He's already doing 60 without issues. Yeah, we are pulling 18 Amfleet cars without issue. Is it a little bit excessive? Yes, it's a little bit excessive. But it's showing. Sorry about that. I don't know what the fuck what that was. But yeah, it's a little excessive. But it's showing what the GG1 can do. Like, the normal Northeast Regional hauls 8 or 9 cars. I am hauling double that and maintaining over track speed. Over track speed at the moment, but hey, I'm not accelerating. I'm not applying the brakes because fuck the brakes. God, I love this thing. I love it for the sheer fact that it just doesn't care that it was built in the 1930s. And it worked its ass off for 50 years. Almost daily. And it does its job, and it does it well. It doesn't question, it just does. And the speed here on the Northeast Corridor is 110 miles an hour, and as we can see, Old Big Red has no problem getting to that. Something built in the 30s has no problem regularly climbing to 100 plus. Ooh, shit. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm at 100% throttle. And there we go. We're starting to climb again. Hey, look, there's the Acela. Where's the Acela? Up there's the Acela. At some point this year, I'm actually going to be traveling on the Acela because I'm going to be heading up to New York. Oh, shit. I'm going to be heading up to New York to go to the Intrepid Museum, and I'm going to treat myself. Instead of, you know, driving, because fuck that. I'm going to be taking the Acela from 30th Street Station to Penn Station. And, I'm going to just treat myself. It's a $70 ticket. Well, $70 one way. I forget what it is. I forget. $70 I think is business, and first is something else. I forget how much first is. There we fucking go. I like the trackside ones more than the overheads. Thank God this thing doesn't have cab signal. Oh, never mind. I was just like, thank God this thing doesn't have cab signals, because last time I tried to use cab signals, it was the FEF3 from Smokebox, and the trigger time on that alerter is too fucking short, because I will go out of the cab for half a second, come back in, the alert's already gone off, and as I go to hit the button, it silenced itself, and then the emergency brakes kick on, and I'm like, the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? It drops from a 90. I see why. Like, it drops from a 90 to a 45. What the fuck? And with no warning either. It's just like 90, 40, or 145. What the fuck? And then back to 100 again. So, hell no. $97. Just think of a speedometer. Oh, there we are. I have paused here so I can take a picture. And that one works. So I will just randomly be taking screenshots. I need a thumbnail. Leave me alone. And I wish you could go inside the Amfleet cars, but fucking can't. I'm pissed. Yeah, we're making decent time. Yeah, I have a controller plugged in. I'm not using it, though. Is this? Yeah, this is Trenton, so... I think once again, we'll be stopping at Trenton. Which is a sad thought, but okay. The Acela Express is just, I am modern technology! And then here comes the GG1 going, train go brrr. And just keeps up without issue. Yeah, we're racing towards Trenton at a high rate of speed. And we'll be ending at Trenton. Because, I mean, you gotta stop at some point along the route. Just so Amtrak can get off, Amtrak officials can get off, inspect their engine, or inspect their locomotive, and make sure that it's not, you know, gonna burn to the ground. Especially when being pushed this hard. I'm so sorry about that. I accidentally clicked out of the menu. Or out of the game. I'm kind of interested in seeing just how fast a GG1 can go, pulling 8 Amfleet cars. You may be asking, why exactly did Amtrak, you know, cast a new frame for the damn thing when they could have, you know, just repaired the old one? Because the old one had been cracked and repaired so much that it was genuinely cheaper just to cast a one-piece new frame. For the GG1. No. How quickly are we approaching? We're approaching Trenton. Jesus Christ. At a decent clip. Yeah, it's fucking speed limit's 80, I know. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Christ. Are we gonna stop in time? Are we gonna stop too short? Are we gonna... What are we gonna do here? Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. How are my wheels slipping? How? Thank you. I mean, we slowed down at a hell of a pace. And that's gonna upset some passengers. As long as we reach the end of the platform. And we're still out on the main line. Perfect. Anyway, guys. While the Amtrak employees inspect the GG1 and make sure it's all good, I'm going to say thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys all next time. Bye-bye.